This is Paul Catalina's Top 5 at 5:55.
Brought to you by Champion Salon and Barber. About due for a trip to Champion Salon and Barber. So I need to go and make my appointment on their website. You can go either Woodway or downtown here in Waco. Fantastic stuff that they do there. I always get the Champion, which is a hair in the shape my beard and trim it. It's great stuff. Or if you don't have a beard or you had one, you will get rid of it. Straight razor shave is absolutely fantastic there. I, in my pre-beard days, did that quite a bit and always loved it. Top 5 college football predictions. These are things I'm predicting that will come to pass by the end of the year. So you in the comment section can bring this up if I get any of them wrong and rag me if you want to.
You're a clicks and views guy on this thing, so I'm sure you're going to get some.
Yeah. Number 5, there will be no undefeated teams at the end of the season. 0. None. Alabama and Georgia will split. That's my prediction.
Okay.
No undefeated teams.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's
Jeff
your
Graham,
opinion.
yeah.
But I definitely, I mean, yeah, it's possible. I don't know, though. I don't know if I would be willing to say that as well.
Which is bad news for Cincinnati.
Yeah, that would be bad news
Cincinnati.
for Cincinnati. Yes.
I just don't.
We're always at that time of the year when we sit there. Yeah, but what if everyone runs? No one will.
The Big Ten's
one or two, and they'll play each other.
The Big Ten's going to take care of itself, and I would think that Iowa has the best shot at that, just based on their schedule compared to like Penn State's, who's got.
So Cincinnati's loss, though, in your opinion, would be in the semifinals or in an elite bowl game if they're not allowed inside the gate.
I would think. I'm hoping it's in the semifinals or in a bowl game.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
But number 4,
Beer Smoker 4444. Cincy's going to lose in a shootout with SMU. All right.
Yeah, I'm hoping SMU can stay unbeaten until then. I'm hoping Cincy can stay unbeaten until then. I think that'd be one
awesome.
hell of a game. Yeah, if they can do that.
Number 4, LSU will be looking for a new coach. Ed Orgeron came out today and said, "Listen, this is all my fault and what's going on." And it's not trending in a good direction for Edo right now.
No, and we brought this up yesterday, and we brought this up about even Bryles, but you wonder how much now they have fodder, not just with wins and losses or whatever, just a year or two away from a national title, but can they now lean on this investigation or some of the accusations that he knew some of the stuff going on, not just Les Miles?
Yeah, see, I haven't followed the investigation, nor has there really been much information about it to think that has anything to do with him getting fired. I think it's just a convenient way to fire him because that's what they would want to do anyways.
Yeah,
I think it would just be, here's more reasons why, even though really we don't need any reason other than we just think we need to make a change. But that could definitely be used as like support for their decision and taken that way. But yeah, it just seems like it's kind of running out of time, doesn't it?
And the talent that he's lost over the last couple of years, it's hard to just,
I mean, they had the most magical run you could possibly have 2 years ago. I mean, they did, and he'll forever be enshrined in LSU greatness because of that. If that's all he ends up doing when all's said and done, I mean, and by all I mean just an undefeated national championship season where you just broke records left and right. I mean, that would be okay, but yeah, it does seem like the time's kind of ticking down on Edo and LSU.
Yeah. Number 3, Luke Fickell stays in Cincy.
Okay.
I think he stays.
All right.
That's my prediction.
Well, I hope so for Cincinnati fans, for even maybe Luke Fickell, although he's got opportunities, I'm sure, even now. But because of the Big 12 setup, I hope he's still the coach when they join the Big 12 in 2023 or 4.
Yeah, this is actually the one I feel like I'm most likely to be wrong about, actually. But,
yeah. I don't know where. I mean, I know people have brought up USC before now, and there's been others here and there. But, yeah, I would hope he stays. His wife's comments are just that. She didn't outright say, like, no, I want to be in Cincinnati, but she kind of alluded to that. And, hey, hopefully she does want to stick around for a few more years because I would love to see his brand of football in the Big 12.
Number 2, Urban Meyer will not be a college football coach next year.
I mean, this one I actually feel very strongly about. Yeah, no.
Will he be a coach next year?
I don't think so. But, I mean, he's not coming to college football. And, a lot of people say USC. USC could have hired him 2 years ago. They could have fired Clay Helton when he was available 2 years ago and brought him in.
Yeah,
fired Clay Helton before he took the Jaguars job and got him.
Yeah, I just don't know that he's worth the risk at this point. You know, and look, there's going to be some time needed after this to let it blow over a little bit. I mean, he's certainly not getting hired anytime soon. He still has a job. He's still the head coach of the Jaguars, but he may still be that next year, but I definitely don't think he'll be a college coach. And you see the young lady's face blurred out there. I think that's whose name we've learned. And it very much sounds like, just to add to this story, it very much sounds like a made-up porno name. It really does. Her real name. It does. Cayman, Nebraska?
Yeah.
Cayman, Nebraska. Does that sound like a real name to you?
Beautiful. Cayman's where you go to vacation. Nebraska is where my hometown originally is from.
Hey, and Cayman, you're watching this. Hey, what's up? You know, it's all good, but we're not judging. But, yeah, that's a wild name, in my opinion, I guess. Maybe Cayman, Nebraska is normal everywhere else. I don't know.
I don't know many people with a state is that, like, I don't know a guy named Greg, Florida. You know,
yeah.
What names?
I mean,
of
Joe
states?
Montana. I know that.
It would actually be more like, you know, Bahama, Washington. It would be Cayman, Nebraska.
Name 5. Okay, and people have named after the Dakotas, right?
Yeah.
You rarely hear about somebody's name is Ohio, or California, or Nebraska,
or like 48 of the 50 states. Yeah.
I wonder how many states have had names of people named.
Do you know
after
a guy like
Dakota?
I'm sure all, but
there's 2.
Mississippi Jenkins. I mean, you don't. I mean, it's it's weird.
I mean, it's her last name though, so maybe she didn't choose it, but it sure sounds like she did.
You can't with the 2, like New Jersey and New Mexico are out, right? Because,
but anyways, it's 6 o'clock, and I don't think he's going to be a college football coach next year either.
And number 1, there'll be no Big 12, ACC, or Pac-12 teams in the playoff.
Yeah, definitely not on the ACC. Definitely not on the Pac-12. Well, man, I mean, shoot, there's got to be somebody though, Paul. Like, is it 2 SEC teams and
2 Big Ten,
2 Big Tens,
2 Big Tens, or 2 SEC, Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah,
the Big Ten champion.
Yeah,
Cincinnati.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, that would be wild, though, if 3 of the 5 were left out.
That scenario is interesting. But yeah.
There would be some hell to pay for. But, I mean, then again, there's not really an argument against those being the selections right now. So
But the Big 12 is still their heads above water.
Yeah.
The ACC they're drowning, and the Pac-12 is there also with them not knowing how to swim. So.
Yeah, and I want chaos.
Whoever wins this weekend, Oklahoma, Texas, is still very much in the mix. If Texas wins, then Oklahoma, depending on the style of it, would probably still be in the mix with that being their first loss. Although some might be wanting to, go ahead and downgrade them a bit more because they have been so shaky and would finally have just lost because of it.
Does beating Oklahoma eliminate losing to Arkansas?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
does. Probably does. From the 208, don't forget about Hannah, Montana.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah, Hannah, Montana. There we go.
And that's right. That's funny. That's right in line with the same type of name. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well.
All right.
Rough day for
Paul,
her.
Some people are agreeing with 2 or 3 or 4 or disagreeing with whatever else. It's always a great thing at the end, and then gets hundreds of millions of views of clicks and all others. And then at some point you go back to YouTube and there's 444 people mad at you about something.
Don't care.
And I'll give you a cell phone number tomorrow. Thanks to Paul, Catalina, Craig Smoak.